I'm already so excited. Okay, so the first chapter is Arrival.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between. But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey. A whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, of course, the forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life along the way. I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I'd been traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs. Bellariva was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked.
Ugh. This game is hitting the spot right now. I'm so excited. I've been very intrigued about this game, and I'm glad you're streaming it. Oh, I'm so glad that you're intrigued. I'm also intrigued. All right, let's unpack our bag. How do we do that? Click on the class. Oh. Sweet. Let's look at our camera.
Looking forward to taking more close-ups of my fingers with this. The tools of my trade. No hope of restoring things without these. My favorite overalls. These will never go out of style. I picked up these sunglasses on my last stop. Hopefully I'm cool enough to pull them off. I saw a guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman at your service. My passport. Not many blank pages left now. My parents took this after I made my first repair. Seems like a lifetime ago. Who doesn't love a scrunchie? Practical and stylish. I'll hand these out once I'm settled in. Fingers crossed they get me some work.
All right, we're all unpacked.
Finally, I'd made it to Bellariva. I'd come for the food festival, taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months, I was craving a decent meal.
Oh my gosh, that is insanely accurate. Living off ramen, yes.
Of course, I'd need to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work. My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of.
Ugh, and I love that this is about like antiques and restoring stuff because, I feel that. I love vintage things. Are you really on a 30 stream streak? Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Well, now at 31. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires. My story in Bellariva began with a little girl and a voice she was longing to hear.
On to level 2. Lullaby. I literally have my tape cassette on the
It
shelf.
was my first morning in Bella Riva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun. In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time. As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bella Riva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect. I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
Yes.
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore. I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
Yes, Captain Flop. The art is so pretty. I also love the storytelling here. Like, I like how we are going back and forth between assembling things with care and how it's about restoring these precious things to people. Very cool. So, okay, let's start. What do we do? Oh, maybe should we, let's see if we can unscrew it.
Aha! Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
Old dusty batteries. New batteries. But I wanna screw it back on though. Oh, the screw's right there. I didn't see. Okay. Yeah, there we go. And then we can just put the tape in, no? Oh my gosh, did you guys ever used to do this with your tapes? Like, pencil them back the...
Why did you do that? How did you do that? I didn't see.
Oh my gosh, I used to all the time. Look, back in the day when we had our family Honda Accord car, it still had the whole, like, tape dispenser and everything, and so you would have to, like rummage through all the tapes in the center console. You could like unwind them, pop them back in. It's good times. What? I want to know. All right. Now maybe we can open this. Yeah, put that there, and then oh, maybe we have to actually press the button. Maybe that's what we need to do. Oh, so clever. And we can play it?
Will you dream a dream for me? If I sit by your side and hold you so tight, know that I will always love you. Even though we both know that we must say goodnight. Good night, my darling.
Okay. That hits me right in the
When
heart.
it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
It's my mum. She's not here anymore.
Oh, mercy.
Izzy trailed off. It was the kind of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to fill. When Izzy's friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo. I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt. She seemed like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered. A part I wouldn't be able to fix.
Wow. Gosh, what a great story this is already turning out to be. So precious, isn't it? You're already at level 500? Tori, that's insane. Literally.
My first repair complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit. The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles.
I love descriptive writing.
The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father. I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a fragment.
Ah, my father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him. It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... Do you think you can salvage it?
How amazing what can be tied to an object, right? Like how much emotion and stories we can have tied to one thing. Ooh, okay, we get to like glue it back together. Okay.
Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks.
Okay. Do you guys like to do monotonous, like hands-on projects? Because I love to do that. So let's see, how can we best do this? Oh. Maybe, okay, maybe like that. So we put some, whoa. Yeah. Now we need to maybe put the other leg on first, or? Is that an arm or a leg? I think that's an arm. Those are both his arms. Or is that his arm? Maybe this is a leg. Oh, it is a leg. Let's see, what's the best way to glue this? Yeah. Was I repeatedly folding paper yesterday? And does that answer your question? Very much so. This is true. I just like love to do that kind of stuff.
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
Okay, let's put glue right where his arm would go. Just a little bit on the... You're actually folding paper now? I love it. No, I love it because we can both assemble at the same time. Maybe it'll work just like that. Hold on. And we'll turn it.
Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together?
Joanna offered many suggestions of where I could put my trees. I can't wait to see what it turns out to be because I can just envision it right now, like a whole forest of like origami Christmas trees.
Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor. And that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Oh my gosh, I was just about to say, doesn't that look like the little girl Izzy? But I wasn't sure. Oh.
Sorry. I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late. Again?
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening. Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too.
Ooh, okay. Wonder where this is gonna go to. Disconnected.
My second day in Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Another beautiful sunny morning.
I can like feel that.
Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries. I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria? Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed it either.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new special I've been working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some, seasoning tips, but it won't connect. Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
I don't know why, but like this game kind of gives me like Great British Bake Off vibes. It's so happy. And I love all the characters we're meeting. Ooh, okay. So we gotta figure out what's going on. Were you really? Oh my gosh, it just does. It's so diverse. I love the accents. And it's just so pleasant. Okay, I think first things first, we need to unscrew.
Obviously,
all
we'd
the
normally
screws.
be much busier than this.
Okay. Oh, we just took the whole phone apart.
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it.
Yeah. All right, let's. Oh, one of the. Looks like one of the bells is cracked. so we should replace that. Oh. Sweet. Now, let's take off this big part. Maybe that's where like the chip inside's. Ah. Click the wire and drag it to the toolbox to detach it. And then we need to put this here. Okay, now let's attach this wire to there, and then this one to there.
Looks like this new circuit board is all hooked up.
No, exactly. I was literally thinking the same thing.
Those screws still need to be put back.
We did it. I like that one. That was really fun.
When I handed the phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
That's if I can pay my phone bill anyway. And the rent and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone.
Hello? How's my favourite sister doing today?
As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't
I
pay.
figured that's what it
I
was.
could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
You don't need to be here, though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh, God, I have to get ready. Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
Oh, really? I feel like I've seen that reel of that impersonator, but I also can't think of the name either.
The next day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name.
Ooh, we popular.
Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
The woman in front of me was immaculate. Not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix things. I'd usually go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
Is this her sister?
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more different. Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera. Any professional photographer's dream.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong.
I wonder if there's like photos on there that we need to restore. Carmen San Diego? Okay, let's see. Where should we start? Oh, this one comes with instructions. Oh, okay. So this little object is the mirror. Let's see here. So we need to, let's see, unscrew it a little bit.
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
Oh, the mirror's broken. Well, that's all we need to do is just replace that.
If I use the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror.
Oh. Oh, I see. It's got to be tilted. Perfect.
Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
But we still have a film
Looks
reel
like something is
here.
still missing.
I wonder which way it goes. Guess we have to undo this part, huh? Does it go here? Oh. Oh my gosh, do you guys remember those like disposable cameras that you would buy from like a Walgreens or something? And you'd be sitting there constantly going one photo. Another photo.
I should make sure I screw everything back together.
Ta-da! Me too.
I felt a pang of envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to shame.
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition. The first of
Wow.
its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary. But it was worth it.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was pretty sure it was more than I could afford. It was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better? She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate. At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing.
Okay. I think Helena's a little hurt. I think they've got
Sending
some
you
past
to me
trauma.
might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready.
Yeah, it's a very peaceful game, isn't it? Combined with its storytelling, very peaceful. In the dark.
The sun was setting over Bellariva by the time I reached Carmen's cafe. From the outside, it looked as quiet as ever, but inside, I found Carmen cleaning like her life depended on it.
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one speck of dust in here, I'll never hear the end of it.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting tension beneath each sweep of her mop. Trying to live up to the standards of someone like Helena seemed like an impossible task.
I hope you didn't mind fixing the camera for her. She was furious when it broke. I really need this to go well. If she doesn't lend me the money, I don't know how long I can keep this place going.
Carmen led me to a back room where she'd laid out the components of what looked like a neon sign.
I had this made when I first opened the cafe, but I'm hopeless with electronics.
So there was supposed to be a sign outside. This might explain the lack of customers.
I'd like to put it up before Helena gets here. Can you give it a try?
Absolutely. Consider us on the job. Alright. I guess we should start by unscrewing this first. I know, I kind of feel like I'm watching like a mini little like TV series. I'm loving it. I'm like, oh my gosh, well, what's gonna happen when Carmen's sister gets here to the coffee shop? Let's find out. Maybe this goes here? Oh? Isn't this what I just took apart? Yeah. So where would we put this piece? Because it kind of looks like that it would fit right there, but it won't. So it must be somewhere else. Oh, we can disconnect this. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, I think I see part of it. So, like, the sign, this part, should go there. Okay. And then this circle part, there. I really feel like this should go here. I mean, I'm guessing. I don't... let's take that off for a second. We have the sign on. Or let's inspect this. Should we put this on it? What? I didn't want to take that off. Oh, maybe I can do it like this. I feel like that this part should fit into this groove, but I don't know, it doesn't want to. No, you know what? Looking at the back of this, I think it does go on there. Do you maybe have to put the bigger piece in the back on the purple? Oh, like, so like this one first and then this one? I think when we first got it, we took this part off. But yeah, that does make sense. But then I wonder what goes through that dot right there. Or what this is for. Oh, weird. Maybe you need to like glue or solder it in. Yeah. Maybe so. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Do you think the button goes here? Let's see. Let's see if that works. Oh my gosh, you genius! You're a genius. Ah! Did it work? Ah!
I don't know, it's a bit flat. Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Great idea.
Huh?
I think I have a spare part that could do that.
Oh, okay. We're just adding to the order now. Oh no, put that no, put that back. Oh my gosh. The only reason I even thought of it was because I had to replace my motherboard a couple years ago. Well, we thank you for doing that with your motherboard because it helped us tonight. Like that?
I think the whole thing is supposed to light up.
The whole thing is supposed to light up? Do you think maybe we should do like one to here and then do another one from here to here? Let's see. Was that it?
It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
Are you adding to this order again? Oh my gosh. First of all, I'm doing this for free. Alright. Oh, have I learned nothing? Hold on. I forgot we have to glue. And then we can add this. Alright, so let's try to here, and then from here to there. Oh, we haven't added the other piece on it though.
I think the whole thing is supposed to light up.
Now let's try. Yes, for free. Well, we got a free cup of coffee, I guess.
It works. I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set.
Boop. And Badoop. Beautiful. That one was a lot harder. Holy moly. I don't even want to know what the next one's going to be like. It's going to be super hard.
The sign fixed, we headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door.
Oh, that's perfect, Maria. It looks just how I imagined it. When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple. Oh, I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
The smile froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
It's our sister.
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For better or worse, Helena had arrived. Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helena swept indifferently past her. Finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
And with that, she disappeared inside. I hoped Carmen's chances of saving the cafe hadn't disappeared with her.
First of all, Mediocre did not change their motherboard and give us help on this sign for free for you to come and take it down. All right, chapter 7. Oh, Game Boy.
It was the day before the festival, and the whole town was busy getting ready. I had more work than I knew what to do with. When Joseph called with another job, I was craving the cool quiet of his and Izzy's seafront house. I'd barely reached their front door when I heard someone calling me.
Psst, Maria, I need your help. Quickly, it's top secret.
It was Izzy, peeking out from the side of the house. She beckoned for me to follow her. She led me through to a beautiful, unruly garden overflowing with flowers of every color. Nestled among them was a playhouse, its doorway almost completely obscured by a towering rose bush.
You have to squeeze past it and breathe in real small, like this.
Izzy took in a big gulp of air and crawled through the gap and into the playhouse. I hadn't planned on crawling in the dirt today, but the life of a repairwoman never did run smooth. On the table inside, there was an electronic toy. Not exactly the usual stock in my parents' antique shop.
I had an accident. I didn't do it on purpose or anything, but it won't turn on anymore. Can you fix it for me?
Yes, I sure will. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so the screen is broken. And the button is broken. Oh my. This looks a lot more complicated than what I had thought. Alright, let's take all this out first. And we can replace some of these chips. This broken button. Alright, that's the first thing we need to do. Yeah. Wait, wasn't there supposed to be like... Yeah, where does this go? Oh, okay, okay. What's this? I guess that's right. Wait, what did she say that was Shakespeare? Okay, let me put the back on. How do we change the screen though? Ah. Oh, that's the screen. Okay, hold on, wait. Alright, and now we just gotta rewire it. So, I guess if it's blinking red, that's wrong, right? Ah. Let's just power it on, see if it works. It works! Well, we need to put the game in it, though. No, put that back on. Yeah, look, right there. First thing you gotta do, though, before you put it in, you gotta blow it off. Make sure you get all the dust off.
Do grown-ups play games as well? Can you show me how to play? I tried before, but it was so hard.
It's like a little mini game. Oh my gosh, so cute. Oh, you have to get the stop on there. It's so wonderful. Oh.
Her toy fixed, I watched Izzy retreat into its screen, taking refuge in a 3-inch world of her own. Well, I'd better head inside. Your dad is waiting for me.
Please don't tell him about the game. He'll think I broke it on purpose.
Why would he think that?
Because, well, I kind of dropped it really hard at the wall.
Izzy looked down, scuffing her shoes on the worn floor of the playhouse.
My dad said I have to go to this stupid festival tomorrow and put on a stupid dress, and I don't want to. All he cares about is working. He never wants to see me unless it's for his job. I'm not going. He can't make me.
With that, Izzy dove back through the rosebush and disappeared into the wilds of the garden. She was so young. She couldn't be expected to see that her dad was struggling too. It made me think, had I really tried hard enough to understand my parents' point of view? I was so focused on the adventures ahead of me. Maybe I didn't care enough about leaving them behind.
All the emotions. The life of a repairwoman never did run smooth. Spoofs, the course of true love never did run smooth. Ah. Ooh, you were so good for catching that. Ooh, we get to repair a watch. Oh, I'm so game for that. I'm so game.
Leaving Izzy hiding in the garden, I walked around to the front of the house and rang the doorbell. It was only then I noticed my favorite overalls covered in grass stains. I scrubbed desperately, but it was too late.
Maria, what are you doing? What happened to your clothes?
I was, repairing a lawn mower.
How unusual. Well, do come in. The job I've got for you is a little more delicate.
Totally embarrassed, I walked into an orderly room filled with papers and ledgers. So this was his office. You must be so busy getting ready for the festival. Are you looking forward to it?
Of course. It's traditional for the mayor to judge food from every cafe and restaurant in town.
I want that job.
I'll be declaring the best chef in Bella Riva by this time tomorrow. Speaking of which,
He unclipped the watch from his wrist and very carefully handed it to me.
I'll have a tight schedule to follow, but my watch stopped working a while ago. Could you see if you can make it tick again?
Ooh, I can't wait to watch you do this. Oh, goodness. Well, I hope I can do you
Are you sure it will all fit back together?
justice. And not waste your time. Somebody help. No. I want to put this there, yeah. So we can focus on this. Oh, okay. Love always. What you want to bet? This has to do with his wife that died. Okay, now let's take that apart. Oh no, are we gonna have to take all of that out? Oh, I think we are.
Ah, the main plate has completely cracked. I'll need to replace it. The cogs look good though. If I'm careful, I can reuse those.
Okay. A good old-fashioned gear puzzle. Let's take all the gears apart first. And then we can set them. I think, oh, it's a bit complicated. I think. All right, hold on. Let's start that over. Does this one go nowhere? Oh, does it go here? No, that would make sense with it. They must all fit here, but yeah, that one definitely fits there. Oh, that's good. That fits. That looks great. But there's one more gear. Where does it go? Oh, I should have paid attention to the order they were in. Does it not go here? Ah. Okay. We did it. So, what now? Oh, we gotta take those out. Man, imagine having to make something so intricate. I feel like clocks are so complex. Especially after learning about the Prague one.
I've not gone a day without this watch since my wife gave it to me.
See, I knew it was from her. She does. Oh my gosh, she does. She'll literally sit there and just nap her life away. Okay, and then this one. And then this. And then we just gotta attach the wristband back. Yeah. I figured since she told me she gets sad when yeah, she does. She's such a sweet dog.
As I handed the watch back to Joseph, my fingers traced over the engraving on the back. I hoped fixing this was one small way I could help him move forward.
I can't believe it's working, Maria. Thank you. My wife was a brilliant woman. Feeling this ticking on my wrist, it makes me feel like she's still here. Watches measure minutes and hours like they're infinite. I didn't know we had so little time. Even with Isabel, I barely see her. And when I do, she acts like she hates me.
Just then, the phone rang. Even when he was at home, his work was never done.
Sorry, Maria. I have to take this. I'll see you at the festival tomorrow.
As I left, I turned and saw him pacing the floor of his office, his watch glinting in the afternoon sun. I hoped its quiet ticking would at least bring him some peace during the busy days to come.
I know. I'm so curious to know how this is gonna like resolve. Such an interesting story. The bigger picture. Ooh. Oh my gosh, it's like a big projector. Sorry. Speaking of Jolie, I literally thought she was at the door. So I was like, Jolie? No. Just no. Okay. The bigger picture.
When my last job of the day brought me to Carmen's apartment, the door was opened by someone I didn't expect to see. Helena.
Sorry for inflicting this mess on you. Carmen's never seen a knick-knack she doesn't want to buy, apparently.
Carmen's apartment was a little chaotic, but totally charming. It was easy to imagine her living in a place like this. It definitely wasn't Helena's style. She seemed more upmarket than flea market. I wondered why she was even here.
We're having a clear out, or at least I am. Carmen's not helping, as usual. There's a market at the festival tomorrow. I'm selling some of these things to make her some money. She says she has nothing when there's all this stuff right under her nose.
Helena stepped delicately past the items on the floor and reached down to pick up one from the pile.
Look at this slide projector. Our parents treasured it, but Carmen treats it like a piece of junk. Can you take a look?
All right. I feel like this one's going to be real complex. Like it's going to have a lot of moving parts, I feel like. It was a funny chapter title, wasn't it?
Oh, typical. Carmen's even managed to get a slide stuck in here.
Okay. You know what the I don't know what the word would be, like the most, I guess, complex part of taking something apart is trying to remember how you get it back together again. Okay, so this
That
bulb's
light bulb
broken.
is completely smashed. Okay, I'll need to redirect the light, the lens at the top for the projector to work.
How do I do that? Does this come apart? Oh. Is that right? Yeah, that's exactly what I think it is. Got the mirrors and all. But I think you're supposed to put it into the circle box thing. Just don't know if I've got it completely squared away. Yeah, I guess that's probably good. Well, if light is supposed to go like that. Oh, that's how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to point it up. So that way when you put this one on, it faces that mirror. I keep clicking out of the game, I'm sorry. And then
There's still a part I need to attach. Where does it go?
I was so excited when I moved to the city. Carmen, she looks so sad. Here's the clicker you'll need to attach. God knows how Carmen broke that as well.
wait, what circle box thing? No, keep that on.
Still a few parts missing.
Okay. This clicker thing, does it go here? Oh, and this cord wraps from here to here?
Looks like something is still missing.
That part.
When we were younger, Carmen was always following me around. I suppose she looked up to me. A cool older sister. She used to ask me when I was coming home, but I was always too busy.
Oh yeah, we have to put the screws back in. Yeah, we did it. Dude, now I want a slide projector. Wait, I remember right. You're so funny. You call me one of the parts of a circle box thing. Just enjoying your made up name for things you don't know the real name of. Okay.
Helena was transfixed, staring at the two young sisters the projector had brought glaringly into focus.
I never meant to let her down.
But you haven't, have you? You came all this way just to help with the cafe. Plus the money.
That's the problem. There is no money. I lost my job a few months ago. My savings are almost gone. I have nothing. Carmen thinks I'll throw my checkbook at her bad decisions and make them okay. But I can't. Not this time. You know, the funny thing is, I came here wanting to tell her the truth. But she's so infuriating. How can I ask her for help when all she cares about is herself?
Helena fell silent, shrinking under the gaze of her younger self, projected onto the wall.
We drifted so far apart when I moved away. It felt like the only thing keeping us together was my bank balance. I know I have to tell her the truth. It isn't fair. But I already lost everything else. What if I lose her too?
My goodness. Deep in the emotions. Yes, exactly that. Like, definitely showing you too, like, all sides of people's frustrations.
The day of the festival finally came, and after all my hard work, I was ready to put down my tools and pick up a fork. The smell as I entered the main square was incredible. Each stall was selling food even more delicious than the last. The competition would start any minute. Most stall holders were waiting anxiously for the mayor to pay them a visit. All of them, that was, except Carmen, who was still frantically chopping vegetables and stirring pots.
Maria! Thank God you're here. Can I ask you the world's biggest favour? Helena was supposed to help me run the stall today, but she never turned up. Probably too ashamed to show her face. I can't believe she lied to me.
Carmen was stirring so furiously she was in danger of tipping the pot over altogether.
The mayor will be here any minute for the judging, but I'm almost out of my special.
She wasn't really going to ask me, was she? Not on my day off.
I have a stove ready to build and everything. Can you set it up and make me a spare batch?
Yeah. Oh yeah, time to assemble. Alright. So this gives us like a rough sketch of how it should look. Ooh. It looks like... No, that's the top part. What's this part? Does that go on first? Yeah, that goes on first because I think this part goes on the side and then this part goes on top. And then those must go on all the handles.
It all fits. Now to light the gas.
How do we light it? Oh, this feels like it could be really dangerous. I have no idea. How did I do that? Oh. Oh. Cool. No, put it back on. Oh, I gotta light it again. Oh. I'm gonna run out of matches. Okay. So we gotta put the broth in there. Oh my gosh, we're cooking all of a sudden. Oh, I love this. And then yes. Same thoughts. I was literally thinking the same thing. Loved Venba. I was wondering, why does this game feel so familiar? Venba. So what does it want me to do here?
Oh, her recipe is a bit smudged. Never mind. I'm sure whatever I put in will be fine.
Oh, really?
I think that pot is really boiling now. Smells great, if I say so myself.
Mm-hmm.
Here are the ingredients that Carmen's given me. What to add first?
Okay, so we added the pint of stock. Oh my gosh, we're legit cooking. This is so exciting. Okay, we need a 4th stick of butter. Oh my gosh, we don't know what a 4th stick is though. Maybe those cubes. Okay, half of a carrot. Okay. We just out here guessing. 2 broccoli florets.
That looks good. I'll scoop a spoonful when I'm ready to serve.
A handful of chopped tomatoes. And 3 wild mushrooms. Bloop. Wait, what happened? Oh, thanks for subbing, Mark Miller. Yeah, I'm so glad too. Plenty of what? Plenty of, what is that? Plenty of, I guess it could be the only other ingredient that you can put in. This one, right? I'm so glad that I got that turned off. Woo. Well, it said plenty of it, so I put it all in there. Mmm, 4-season soup. You buttered this, right?
My part done, Carmen took over and added the finishing touches. It was just in time, and a moment later, Joseph arrived with Izzy in tow. Carmen anxiously handed them both a serving.
Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. I'm so nervous. I had made soup for the mayor.
That was so
Ooh.
tasty. Can I have some more, please?
Thank goodness.
Well, you've certainly earned yourself a loyal customer in my daughter. We have a few more meals to taste, but so far you are one of the best. Good luck.
Thank you.
Joseph and Izzy looked so happy together. Maybe the festival was doing them some good after all. Carmen, on the other hand, seemed annoyed. But why, when it had all gone so well?
I wish Helena was here to see this. She's so convinced I'll never succeed at anything.
She wants what's best for you. She's just not very tactful about it.
Yes, I know. Even when I was a kid, she pushed me when no one else did. I just wish she hadn't lied to me. But then, I've asked so much of her over the years. I never stopped to think how much she actually had to give.
True. I'm always trying to go for cozy vibes, you know? Can't be having the Halloween sound alert.
The festival finished. I only had one day left before I had to catch my train and leave Bella Riva behind. I couldn't go without saying goodbye to Carmen. So, that evening, I made my way to the cafe. It was unrecognizable. She'd done it. Best food in Bella Riva. Half the town was outside waiting to see what the fuss was about.
Maria! Maria! My favorite sous chef. Come on through.
It was Carmen, acting every inch the successful cafe owner she deserved to be. Even Helena was there, serving the
Aww.
coffees. This was the last place I expected to see her after yesterday's drama. Carmen led me through to a balcony upstairs, where she brought out an old record player.
I found out where Helena was on the day of the festival. She was selling her camera to clear the cafe's debts. But then she didn't
Stop
have much
it.
left for herself. So, I've asked her to come and stay with me for a while. We have a lot of catching up to do.
That's so heartful.
I wanted to give her this, to cheer her up. We listened to it all the time when we were kids. Do you think it has one last tune in it?
You never really understand a person until you understand things from his or her point of view. However, that To Kill a Mockingbird quote is what's on my mind right now. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's see what happens when we turn this on. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring.
Alright, let's take a look at what we've got underneath. Oh, it's a lot of wiring. What else isn't connected properly? What about these other things? Where could that be connected to? Oh, does it go? It doesn't go here, does it?
If I turn the volume up, I should be able to hear it now.
Okay. Alright, now let's try and see what happens.
The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring.
It sounds funny. Okay. The speaker isn't connected properly. Well, it says those two things are green, so... And everything is already wired up, so like... What else? Oh, yeah, I wonder what else we would need to connect. Very true. Wait. Oh, I didn't see there's one right here.
I think that should do it. This record should play beautifully.
Perfect. Alright, let's try it out.
It's spinning the wrong way. How can I get it to play in the right direction? It must be to do with the motor. Let's see if one of these spares can turn things around.
This is too funny. Sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Alright, let's try it again.
Here's the problem. This wiring isn't connected properly.
Well, what's wrong with it? It's all green. Ooh, how do I know which one I should use? US model number U57W0? This one. Okay.
Still a few parts missing.
Let me just go ahead and put the record back on because it's, I don't know. It's all green, so I don't know what she's talking about with the wiring. Why are you not done fixing this yet?
There's still a part I need to attach. Where does it go?
Oh,
Looks like something is still missing.
The rubber band. Alright, let's try that.
Well, it's playing in the right direction. I should check it's turning at the correct speed.
We did it!
What will remain of the smiles, the ones that stole my heart that day?
So cozy.
Surely want to know.
It's time to jam.
Where did you go? Why'd you leave me alone? Nothing to win or to lose on the lonesome path. Our love was born.
Yeah, it has the old school vibe to it. It's so good.
What will remain of the smiles, the ones that stole my heart that day?
So good.
The record player's crackling tune must have caught Helena's ear, as she appeared a few moments later.
Is that my old record player? I can't believe you've kept it all these years, Carmen.
Leaning over the music, they looked just like the young sisters the slide projector had preserved all
So
these years. Inseparable, once again. Carmen told me about your camera. That was a really generous thing to do.
I loved that camera, but I love my sister more. Now it's her time to be the person she wants to be. I'm going to stay here with her for a while. Make up for lost time.
Carmen and Helena's relationship wasn't suddenly going to be perfect, but they were both prepared to try. And to think, it had all started because of a call Carmen made about some seasoning tips. I guess in the end, maybe it wasn't so hard to just pick up the phone and dial. I hadn't spoken to my own parents in a year. I wanted to hear their voices more than anything. But the silence between us was so cavernous. I didn't know how I'd ever find the words to bridge it.
Oh, I loved that one. That was my favorite one so far. Oh my gosh, we only have 3 levels left. Ooh, a father's reprise. A really pretty thing, too. Music box?
My final morning in Bella Riva, I received one last call out to Joseph and Izzy's house. I knew I had to pack, but I figured I could squeeze in one final job before I had to leave. When I arrived, I found Joseph tidying up his wilderness of a garden. The playhouse was already cleared. Inside, I could see Izzy happily testing out her screw-driving skills on the back of her cassette deck.
You've made quite the impression. Izzy, tells me she's going to be a repairwoman like Maria.
I'm sure she could be anything she wanted if she put her mind to it.
She could. She's a brilliant child. Spending the day with her at the festival, I haven't had so much fun in ages. I wanted to give her something before she starts to forget.
Inside, the house was transformed, flooded with light and the sounds of the garden. It felt alive again. This would be my last repair in Bella Riva, but it felt like it was the house that had really been restored.
It's a music box. It used to play beautifully, but now when I wind it up, nothing happens. I'd love for Izzy to hear it sing again. Can you help?
True, it does look like that, doesn't it? But also, why... I don't know, the way he said that he didn't want her to forget made me feel this, like, Maybe he just meant, like, forget in the sense of, like, just forget. I can't wait to hear it play.
Maria, could you add this family picture of us?
No. Sure, anything you want. So sweet. Okay, I wanna... Oh, we have to glue it. Oh, okay. I guess when it has lines like that, that's means glue. Makes perfect sense. Okay, so we fixed that part. What else should we do? Oh, the bottom can come out. I guess that's how we remove all the other stuff. I'm taking everything apart. Just try the key too. Alright, let's look at this. Why is this not
This
working?
mechanism is completely broken. I'll need to take it all apart before I can fix it.
Oh, wow. Wait, I don't want to get confused, so let me... Before I start taking the whole thing apart, let's see. Let's do it piece by piece. No, I think it's this one. that right? I think so. Now does it play? Okay, pretty music.
Perfect.
Okay.
The mechanism is good as new.
All right, let's screw this back on. All right, gotta put the drawer back in place. What's that? Oh, it's a bird. All right, and place. Oh. Perfect. Right? Oh, unless, are we supposed to take some stuff out of this? Ah. Oh, I see. I think the bird has to go here.
I think that's everything back together again. I should play it to make sure.
I was just gonna play it out of curiosity anyways, but yeah.
My wife used to sing this song to Izzy each night before bed, but I always worked too late to join them. Will you dream a dream for me if I sit by your side and hold you so tight? Know that I will always love you, even though we both know that we must say goodnight.
Oh, okay.
I've missed so much already. I
My
want to
heart.
be the father my wife wanted me to be. I've ended up so much like my own father, working all the time. Izzy needs me more than that, especially now it's just the two of us. My daughter comes first. Well, until she gets bored of her stuffy old dad anyway.
I'll never ever get bored of you, Dad.
Izzy came running into the room where Joseph scooped her up and onto his shoulders. She gazed at the music box, her eyes shining. I'd never seen her look so happy.
Thank you, Maria, for everything. The things you've fixed for me. I'm so glad to have them back.
Joseph was a good father, and I could tell he was determined to be an even better one. When it came down to it, that was all any of us wanted. A second chance to make something right. My time in Bellariva was almost over, but before I left, I knew there was something of my own I needed to fix.
The heart in this story. I only have 2 more levels. I hope she like repairs her relationship with her parents, right? Before it's all set. Departure.
My time in Bellariva was almost at an end. Another chapter finished in a story whose ending I hadn't felt ready to write. The people I'd met, the items I'd restored, they'd taught me so much about what was really important. Pulling out my suitcase from beneath the bed, I remembered the day I stole it from my parents' shop, the day I left. Afterwards, I was too ashamed to call them, to apologize. It was a guilt I'd been carrying around every day since. As I packed, I knew that it was up to me to find a way to lighten the load.
This is all very symbolic because we started by unpacking and now we're about to repack. So we've let some things go, and now we're not gonna hold on to everything now, so...
Helena gave me these designer shirts. Not sure I'll pull them off as well as she does. Joseph's idea of light reading for the train. It does look thorough.
Oh, this could definitely go up here, huh?
My train ticket. Can't believe it's time to leave Bellariva behind. The recipe for Carmen's special. I'm under strict instructions to guard it with my life. The soundtrack to my travels. I'll be listening to this on the journey. My parents would love Bellariva. Maybe I can convince them to make the trip. Izzy gave me this in exchange for my repair manual. She'll be a pro in no time. My suitcase was full, but
No,
it was
we're
my
already at
heart
the end.
that felt heavy as I made my way to the station. I was sorry to be leaving Bellariva behind, but I hoped that in my own small way I'd made a difference. Helena and Carmen's reunion was possible because they'd learned to overcome their differences. Joseph had realized he shouldn't let his grief or his work get in the way of his relationship with Izzy. They'd each learned to see things from someone else's perspective.
Yeah.
Maybe it was time I saw things through my parents' eyes. I knew it would be easier to jump on the next train, put even more distance between us, but I finally felt ready to talk to them. I just didn't know if they would feel the same. Did I even remember their number? I wasn't sure until I reached for the phone and it all came flooding back.
Oh, we get to dial.
Mom? Dad?
Maria? Is that you?
Oh! Whoa! Whoa. Okay, that was so good. What the what? I am thoroughly just great time. There was one more star level though. I wonder if it's like a bonus level? Yeah, what's the star one? Carmen's letter?
Dear Maria, Carmen here. Sorry I haven't written. The cafe's been absolutely manic since you left. Luckily, I have Helena here to help. You wouldn't recognise her. She's like a new woman. She's always running round, taking orders and making drinks. I even heard her compliment a customer on their outfit. Personally, I draw the line at fluorescent green bowling shirts, but each to their own. It certainly made the customer smile. She misses the city, though. Bellariva's many things, but it's definitely not as chic as she'd like. She said there was a coffee shop near her old apartment where they made coffee with a shape drawn on top. It got me thinking, I'm an award-winning chef. I can figure out how to put a leaf on a cappuccino. A bit of cosmopolitan coffee might be just what Helena needs. Of course, ordering a new coffee machine was the easy part. I wish you could have seen the mess I got into trying to put the thing together.
Bonus level. Okay, let's do our bonus level real quick.
I saw Maria use her screwdriver a million times. Taking this apart will be easy.
Oh my gosh, we're playing as Carmen. Well, that's fun. Want to know why we're playing as Carmen? Because I went and fixed my relationship with my parents, and I'm off somewhere really cool with my parents right now.
These pipes look pretty simple. I should start with them.
Okay. Oh, it's a pipe puzzle? Oh, man. I feel prepared by the danger of Deception Island. Alright, let's see. I think one could definitely go there.
Oh, I wish Maria was here. She'd know how to put these pipes together.
Okay. And then we could do... No. How should they go? Oh, should it go through this? I think Bella Riva is Italian for beautiful shore. Ooh. I want to go to Bella Riva. Ah, that makes sense. And then this one would just go here.
Finally, no more steam.
Oh, that pauses the game. Alright, so now what should we do? We should probably figure out how to... Oh, what's back here? Aha. Do we put this on here? Where to go?
Finally, no more steam.
Though I saw Riva is also a Hebrew name meaning connection, and this game is all about reconnecting people. Ooh. See, I just love when like games do stuff like that. Like, yes, thank you so much. I love all the hidden details. Interesting. I'm not really sure how to connect what to what. Oh, it tells you. You just gotta follow the lines. So if you follow the magenta lines, it should tell you what we're... So coffee. Coffee. Alright, let's try it. Like this one should go to coffee. And the other one, this one should go here. So I'm assuming that the power one goes to that power one. Alright. Now what about the back? We'll get it there eventually. There we go. Okay, so that goes to 2. Coffee goes to 3. And then 1 to power. I bet you that one has to reflect down here. 1 goes to power. 2 goes to the light thing. And 3 to the coffee. Yep. Awesome. Well, I think that covers that. I think I like that too, that she's repairing it herself. Like, she's grown as a person and can hopefully do for herself and others what Marie did in her life. Yes. We're all in need of a little repair, huh? Oh, wait, I know. So this will go here. Okay. Oh man, I didn't want to take that off. Okay. One there, a screw there, and then we cover this one up.
Are all of these parts supposed to go in there?
Oh, was I supposed to put that one on first? Hold on. Maybe I did this out of order. Oh my gosh. You know that, okay, so you know that classical concert that we went to? They have one coming back home, which they've never had before. And it's a Coldplay one. It's a candlelight Coldplay one. I'm so jealous. I'm like, oh man. Because I would love to go to that.
I think that's everything. Better test the buttons, just to make sure.
I was gonna say it wouldn't be this if it would not let us make coffee.
All done. Piece of cake. Time to make my first coffee, I think.
Yeah. I'm so glad they decided to put this in here. Yum.
Smells delicious. Now to make it look magical.
Is there a certain way to do this?
A perfect coffee. All it needs is a saucer and a couple of Helena's favourite biscuits.
Yum! Oh, literally is making me so hungry. Oh, I like Biscoff biscuits. Delicious. Look at that little squiggly swipe I put on my coffee. I know. It's been so fun to have gone to too.
I was feeling more has-been than coffee queen by the time I'd made a drink fit for human consumption.
Has
It looked
been.
a bit, postmodern, but knowing Helena's refined tastes, I hoped she'd think it was intentional. Always the connoisseur, she didn't even bother to look at it at first. She was so busy wafting it under her nose. Steamed up her glasses, of course. How was she going to see my work of art through an eye full of fog? When she finally spotted it, though, she was totally impressed. I'll admit, she spent several minutes trying to figure out exactly what it was I'd drawn. She decided
I was
it
trying to
was
figure it out
probably
too,
a
I don't know.
horse. Well, what she doesn't know won't hurt her. She was impressed enough to ask for another one. I guess I'll need to get some practice in. The whole thing was such hard work, Maria. I never realised how difficult it was, all that mechanical stuff. It made me realise how much I have to thank you for, so I wanted to say that now. Better latte than never. Hoping you're well. Your friend, Carmen.
That was such a great game. Ugh. That was so great. I'm genuinely impressed.